Hi everyone, this is Dave Shapton from RedShark, and I'm almost incandescently excited because we are on the Sony booth at Integrated Systems Europe. I'm here with Nicolas Moreau.
Hello David.
Thanks for joining us. And we're doing something quite extraordinary here. It may well be a first, it certainly is for RedShark. And we're bringing you this live multi-camera production without any equipment. Of course, we have microphones and we have cameras, but the cameras are streaming directly into the cloud, and there's no switcher, just that appears in a web browser. We'll talk about that in a minute, but it's just an incredibly light and easy setup. The technology behind it is incredible. So I'm going to ask Nicolas to talk a little bit about how this actually happens. Nicolas, what are we actually doing here?
Well, let me thank you. Well, what we're doing is that we have a setup with 3 camera today. They're connected over wireless network with Wi-Fi and 4G. Each camera is pushing its own encoded stream in H.264 over the QoS streaming protocol from Sony to this software, which is the virtual switcher, hosted on a AWS instance in the cloud. So we're producing up to 3 RTMP final program streams that can go to Facebook Live, just like we're doing right now, and YouTube Live also, and any other kind of CDN. So this is full live with a very lightweighted, I will say, setup.
Okay, so just to ram this idea home, we are actually, we're going to get into a taxi later on, and we're just going to have like 3 cameras and microphones, but nothing else. We can go anywhere. And also to explain the topology of this, we could have somebody doing the switching in another country. Absolutely. We could have another camera crew in another time zone, and it will just work the same. There's no additional complexity to it. So this idea of not only having an incredibly lightweight setup, but also the fact that it's distributed across the whole globe. It's an incredible concept, isn't it?
Well, it is, but that's a completely new way of working in a sense. I mean, from the live production world, more and more things are being done remotely nowadays. I'm thinking about like massive events, etc. But right now it's the possibility, the opportunity for any production company, any communication department that is willing to do more live streaming, to do things on their own very easily and from anywhere. So the director can be anywhere. It means that you can also start to think about scenarios where you can have backup directors, you can work for streams that work worldwide with various time zones also, makes it very easy. The only thing you need on site is cameras, just like you said, and connectivity. After that, the web GUI with that works on any tablets, any Chrome web browser. That's something that will be accessible from anywhere in the world with a reasonable connection. There is no massive, I will say, use of the bandwidth. So it can be actually done from almost anywhere. Right now, what we are doing is that you have your colleague doing the direction right now from here, but it could be actually anywhere. He could have stayed in England if he wanted, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So what we're looking at now is Matt, who would cheerfully admit he's never used a switcher in a live situation like this before, but he's happily running the whole show from a touchscreen. And just to remind you that what you see, that user interface, that is essentially in a web browser. That could be on any device with a suitable resolution. And Mart, who's our camera operator, if you could just wander over that way a bit, and just to prove that this is completely wireless and going straight into the cloud. Here we are on Sony's ISE booth. They have what is probably the best screen in the world. It's the size of a house. It's 8K, absolutely unbelievable, and people are wandering around. They can't help looking at it because it's just the most amazing screen. So just to come back, Nicolas, to how this actually works. People are probably wondering how they can use their cameras, because not many people have got cameras that can fire video straight into the cloud. How does that work?
Well, we have various options. I mean, the switcher itself can take up to 6 streams as an input, and also have 2 clip players within. So you can roll B-rolls and commercials, advertisements, and so on.
Transitions.
Exactly. Now the thing is, either you can connect with a Sony camera, with the QoS over 4G, Wi-Fi, and so on. Either you can use any SDI camera and using a small adapter that we call the CBKWA100, which is actually what we have on this camera. Maybe you can give it a shot. So that you see this little adapter with, it's actually an encoder. It's taking an SDI input, and on the then it's being encoded in H.264, wrapped with the QoS streaming protocol. And right now there is a Wi-Fi dongle connected to this one. So more or less any SDI camera can work in that sense. What we're introducing here also at this possibility to stream from your smartphone. So we have this small application called XDCam Pocket. So you take your smartphone, and obviously it has a camera on it. With that application that you can download from the Google Store or the Apple Store, well, you turn that into a source for the switcher. So if you want to complement, to have more sources, maybe you can have one camera, and then for beauty shots or on the spot, on the fly, you can have someone to pop up with a cell phone. So any events like a red carpet, like something happening outside, a music festival, something where you really want your cameras to be mobile on the field, as long as you have 4G connectivity there, you're covered. So that's very, very flexible solution.
And in fact, I came to the launch of this product in Switzerland, and it was the Alpenbrevet race. So it was this eccentric kind of race, but up in the mountains. And of course they audited the location for connectivity, but I mean, if you can make it work there, then you can be confident that anywhere where there is suitable cellular connections, it's going to work. I just want to wrap up in a minute, but first of all, we've talked about the technology. I want to talk about how it changes the economics of live production as well. Can you tell us how that works? If you want to use this service, how does that work, and what are the advantages of how it works?
Well, how does it work? Well, the first thing you want to do is to get in touch with Sony. Okay, so you can visit our webpage, sonyprovirtualproduction.com. Then after that, the model is the following: you get access to the service. Okay, so we are only reselling hours of production. Okay, so it's on you to get the cameras and to get the connectivity and so on. Then after that, it's a monthly subscription of plans of number of hours. So 4 hours, 10 hours, 100 hours, and so on. Later in the year, we will have an e-commerce platform where we will be able to also buy directly from that e-commerce platform and find the bundles, like you need 24 hours for 2 days of production. Bam, you go straight and you get it. So this is also the possibility for our partners, the resellers, the dealers, to also embrace that and offer that to their customer. So typically they can pack that with the rental of camera and crew, for example, so you're good to go. So it dramatically changed the economics of live production, in the sense that as a production company, you want to be flexible and agile, so you need to get new jobs on the spot, almost like, hey, can you do this in 2 days? We have this festival that we're not ready. Yeah, you can do that, because you have the switcher. You don't have to actually ship someone on site to have logistic reduced there, because you don't have the people there that needs a video mixer, that needs an encoder. You don't have that anymore. So it's just camera, crew, audio, and that's it. So yeah, we're much more flexible than before.
Okay, well, that's fantastic. So that's just a quick overview of the Sony virtual production system, and it is exactly what it says. In case you're wondering, this all happens inside the cloud. It uses AWS, Amazon's cloud computing platform. And inside that platform, it's not just a bunch of servers. They even have like GPUs and stuff like that. So you don't think that this is in any way underpowered. As this develops, it's going to be as powerful as the most powerful workstation that you need. It's early days yet. It's working beautifully. It's just going to grow and grow. And this is the start of something very big. And that's why we're so excited about it. Thanks, Nicolas. Thanks to our live crew. keep watching this channel. We're going to have some more episodes later today from different places. It's an unbelievably interesting development in video, and I think you're all going to see much more of this in the future. Thanks a lot. We'll see you later.